the Formula One team for Ferrari, Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton as of 14 August 2025. It's the evening of Thursday, 14 August 2025. I was just outside looking at some squirrels and a bunny rabbit, and a few drops of rain fell. And I was out there when it rained. And so, and I was like, how to conclude my kind of Formula One themed content, so to speak, of the day. And I was like, Ferrari. And so here I, Tanis Coralee of Seattle, provide my take on the current, as of Thursday, 14 August 2025, Formula One team of race car drivers for Ferrari, Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. And they're different individuals, and they've been with Ferrari for different amounts of time. They've both been in Formula One race car driving for more than a month or two, I shall say. And Lewis Hamilton is 40 years of age, from my understanding, which is my favorite number. And he is of Great Britain. And Charles Leclerc is of Monaco. And so in that sense, they are not if that's true. So Lewis Hamilton is also of African ancestry. So, and I don't know if Charles Leclerc is only Monaco or not. So it's kind of how to say, it's diversity for Ferrari not having Italian drivers. Or people who are Italian and or Roman by ancestral origins or before. So it's a little bit of diversity, which is kind of fun. Lewis Hamilton has perhaps been on the Formula One racetrack, like at the World Championship level, longer. However, he has not been with Ferrari longer, which is why I ordered them Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton, was respecting the longevity with Ferrari for their current position. And both are very forthright in their speech in talking about their own abilities, and then also the abilities of the vehicle, cars that they drive. And so I think they're an interesting pair to watch in that sense, of just being very Ferrari added, or changed rear suspension on the cars, and both are having to adjust to the different driving of the vehicle. And so in that sense, they're ones to watch. And perhaps I'm watching it, I'm going, Ferrari did it deliberately. They're like, you, Mr. Hamilton, you might be the most decorated. You don't get to come over and take over this car company. We're going to add in the suspension system or switch it up. Just to be like, no, you don't get to take over Mr. Leclerc. Just because you're a Mr. Big Deal over there doesn't mean that translates and we've done something wrong. So we're going to introduce this suspension system to equalize the playing field. And you guys got to figure it out. Got to keep the drivers engaged. Got to keep the audience engaged. And as somebody watching, I appreciate that, because I'm like, they did it just to keep the drivers on their toes, but if Formula One, the commentators were saying that might ruin entertainment value. So I hope I'm not ruining entertainment value by putting it here, kind of thing, especially if that is right. But I'm like, but that's genius. And it shows that they care, right, about their car company. They're like, we don't want to be hijacked. Even the red squirrel, the North American red squirrel, the chicory goes, yeah, man, I'm a little red squirrel, like a red Ferrari, yeah, but I'm only the red belly though, I'm brown on top. We're special over here in North America. We're mixes, papaya and brown. Like Mama's skin is papaya, with brown spots, brown speckles. So there we go. It's a great pairing, and especially if Ferrari's been changing its kind of stuff in response to them, of it gets me engaged on the car level and thinking about the car company, the drivers, Formula One, and then how it all operates as a cohesive unit, including when what the drivers might call being like, but it's not working. And the Ferrari's going, and you guys get to go back to the basics and relearn weight distribution in the vehicle. But we're not going to say that because you guys got to figure it out because that's your job. So in that sense, I'm like watching and I'm like, it reminds me of being a teacher, and it reminds me of being a student, and like those times in life where it's like, oh my gosh, it's so frustrating. You just want to pull the hair out, but you don't actually pull the hair out, you know, that kind of thing. But I would sit and, you know, pick out my scalp, so like kind of pull the hair out. So like in terms of like, learning can be so difficult and so frustrating, and it requires paying attention even more than normal. It's like hyper-vigilance on top of the normal vigilance, just to be like, why can't I just drive the car, you know, and drive it fast, you know, because like the systems are changing, or our system was changed. So I was like, good job, Ferrari, and good job, drivers, for like losing it and not losing it. There we go. That's on the Formula One team for Ferrari. Charles, Leclerc, and Lewis Hamilton as of 14 August 2025.